Warning, what you are about to hear will dismantle your worldview. School taught you that the world is safe and fair. It lied. We are peeling back the wallpaper of civilization to show the rot underneath. Hidden truth. Number 1. Safety is a myth. You lock your door and feel secure. That lock is a suggestion, not a force field. A determined kick breaks it in 2 seconds. Your safety is just a polite agreement not to hurt you. We outsource our violence to the police. But when seconds count, the police are minutes away. If you cannot defend your own body, you are relying on the mercy of monsters. And monsters have no mercy. The uncomfortable fact is that you are an animal. A soft, hairless primate. Civilization has declawed you. You need to sharpen your teeth again. Learn a martial art. Carry a tool. Be dangerous enough to be peaceful. Hidden truth number 2. The system is fragile. We operate on just-in-time delivery. Grocery stores have 3 days of food. If the trucks stop, the cities starve. You are 9 meals away from anarchy. Look at your smartphone. It's a magic glass brick. But take away the satellites and the power grid, and it's just a shiny coaster. We built a world that requires electricity to even flush the toilet. The supply chain is a thread, not a chain. A single boat stuck in a canal crippled the world. Imagine what a solar flare or a cyber attack does. We are balancing on a tightrope over a blackout. You don't own your life. The grid owns it. If the power goes out for a month, do you die? If the answer is yes, you are a battery-operated pet. You need to become feral. You need analog skills. This fragility extends to money. Your bank account is just pixels. If the server crashes, your wealth vanishes. Gold, ammo, and seeds are the only real currency. You can't eat Bitcoin during a famine. The truth they hide is that normalcy is the anomaly. For 99% of history, humans lived in struggle. This air-conditioned bubble is a blip. It will end. The question isn't if, but when. We suffer from the turkey problem. The turkey is fed every day. It feels safe. It thinks the farmer is its friend. Then comes Thanksgiving. Don't be the turkey. The farmer reality is coming. Most people walk around in a cognitive coma. They stare at screens while walking into traffic. Situational awareness is a superpower. If you look up, you are already ahead of 90% of the population. They teach you to follow rules. But in a crisis, rules get you killed. If the building is burning, don't wait for permission to break a window. Compliance is a survival trait in peace, but a death sentence in chaos. Your rights are imaginary. Nature doesn't care about your freedom of speech. A bear doesn't respect your property rights. Rights are enforced by power. Without power, you have nothing but complaints. The government isn't coming to save you. In a massive disaster, they protect the infrastructure, not the individual. You are on your own. Accept this radical responsibility or perish waiting for a helicopter. Truth number 1 and number 2 boil down to this. Control is an illusion. You control nothing but your own reaction. The world is a chaotic machine trying to grind you down. Your preparation is the only wrench you have to jam the gears. Stop trusting the experts. During COVID, during disasters, the narrative changes daily. Use your own eyes. Trust your gut. If something feels wrong, it is. Paranoia is just heightened awareness with a bad reputation. We are taught that violence is never the answer. Wrong. Sometimes violence is the only answer. If someone tries to kidnap your child, you don't debate them. You use maximum force. Pacifism is a luxury of the protected. Fear is information. They tell you not to be afraid. No, be afraid. Fear tells you there is danger. Listen to it. Don't suppress it. Don't suppress it. Fear makes you sharp. Panic makes you dead. The illusion of safety breeds weakness. We get soft. We get offended by words. Meanwhile, the universe is ready to throw an asteroid or a virus at us. Toughen up. Your feelings are not a shield. Look at your house. Is it a fortress or a trap? Most modern homes are made of drywall and glass. You are living in a cardboard box. Reinforce your entry points. Make your castle actual castle. Water is life, yet you pay a bill for it. If the tap stops, you die in 3 days. Do you know where the nearest natural water is? Do you know how to filter it? If not, you are leasing your life from the city. Fire is the first technology. Can you make it without a lighter? If you can't, you are less capable than a caveman. We have devolved. We trade capability for convenience. It's a bad trade. So, truth 1. You aren't safe. Truth 2. The system is a lie. Feeling anxious. Good anxiety is the fuel for preparation. Now let's talk about the biological truths they hid from you. You think you know hunger. You don't. You know appetite. Real hunger changes who you are. Truth number 3 is about the monster in your stomach. And it's about to get ugly. Hidden truth number 3. You are a calorie engine. School taught you about the food pyramid. It didn't teach you that without fuel, your morality vanishes. You think you are a good person. You are just well fed. 3 days without food, and you will steal. 3 weeks, and you will kill. The civilized part of your brain is a luxury feature that shuts off to save energy. Hunger reveals your factory settings. The calorie math is brutal. Foraging for berries burns 200 calories. If you only find 50 calories of berries, you are digging your own grave. Most survivalists starve to death while working hard. You need fat, oil, nuts, tallow. Lean meat is a trap. Rabbit, starvation is real. If you eat only lean protein, your liver fails, and you die with a full stomach. Fat is the gold of the wasteland. Sugar addiction is a tether. You get headaches if you skip your morning coffee or donut. Imagine that withdrawal during a crisis. You are a junkie. Detox now, or suffer the crash when it matters most. Expiration dates are lies. They are for liability, not safety. Canned food lasts decades. Honey lasts forever. If you throw away food because of a printed date, you are throwing away life. Hidden truth number 4. Your body is fragile. We live in a sterilized bubble. Pop it, and the microbes invade. A simple toothache in 1800 killed people. It will kill you again if you don't have antibiotics. Dentistry is the forgotten survival skill. You stockpile ammo, but do you have clove oil? Do you have pliers? When an abscess drills into your brain, you will trade your rifle for a dentist. Hygiene is not about smelling good. It's about not dying of dysentery. The #1 killer in history isn't war, it's poop water. Soap is the most advanced technology you own. Stockpile it deep. Your feet are your vehicle. If you get a blister and it gets infected, you are immobile. In the wild, immobile means dead. Change your socks, dry your feet. Moleskin is more valuable than diamonds. Vision is a liability. If you wear glasses, you are vulnerable. If they break, you are blind. Keep your old prescriptions. Tape them to your face. If you can't see the threat, you can't fight it. Chronic illness is a countdown timer. Diabetic, asthmatic, you have exactly as long as your meds last. This is the dark truth nobody says. The herd will thin itself out based on pharmacy access. Hidden truth number 5. Sleep is a weapon. You think you can push through. You can't. After 72 hours awake, you are legally insane. You hallucinate. You make fatal errors. Sleep is maintenance. You cannot guard a perimeter alone. You need 4 hours of anchor sleep. If you are solo, you will fail. The lone wolf dies, tired. You need a tribe just so you can close your eyes. Noise, discipline, while sleeping. Do you snore? If you do, you are a beacon. You need a mouth guard or a separate hole. Snoring is a death sentence when the raiders are listening. Comfort is dangerous. If you are too warm, you fall into a deep sleep and miss the sentry alarm. You need to sleep light. Uncomfortable sleep keeps you alive. Embrace the hard ground. The adrenaline dump has a price. After a crisis, you crash. You shake. You are weak. Eat sugar immediately after a fight to replenish glycogen. The post-combat crash is when you get killed. Temperature regulation burns calories. If you are cold, you are burning fuel to stay warm. Wear a hat. Insulate your bed. Every shiver is a wasted calorie you can't replace. Sweat kills. In the winter, if you sweat, you die. The water freezes on your skin. Be bold, start cold. Strip layers before you work. Dryness is the only warmth that matters. Bio-waste is a problem. You poop every day. Where does it go? Dig a hole? If you don't manage waste, you breed flies. Flies bring disease to your food. It's the F diagram of death. Break the cycle. Pain management is mental. No more Advil. You need to learn to function while hurting. Meditation and breathing techniques are the new anesthesia. Hard times require hard minds. First aid kits are mostly trash. Band-aids don't fix bullet holes. You need tourniquets and superglue. If you can't stop a bleed in 3 minutes, the patient is gone. Carry trauma gear, not boo-boo kits. Truth 3, 4, and 5 reveal that you are a biological machine with high maintenance costs. You need fuel, repairs, and downtime. Ignore the maintenance, and the machine breaks. But the biological threat is internal. What about the external threats? The ones that talk and smile. Section 3 exposes the sociological truths, and they are the darkest of all. You think your neighbors are your friends. Truth number 6 says otherwise. Proximity equals danger. Let's talk about why you should never trust a hungry man. Hidden truth number 6. Civilization is a thin coat of paint. It washes off in the rain. Your neighbor isn't evil. They are just hungry. But a hungry human is the most dangerous animal on earth. Proximity is a threat metric. The person closest to you knows your schedule. They know when you sleep. When the food runs out, they won't knock. They will kick. Distance is safety. Empathy is a gladiator's weakness. Raiders use Trojan horse tactics. A crying child, a stranded woman. It triggers your instinct to help. If you open the gate, the pack gets in. Charity is a signal flare. If you give a can of beans to a starving family, you didn't just help them. You told the entire neighborhood that you have excess resources. You lit the beacon. The zero-sum game returns. In abundance, we can all win. In scarcity, if I eat, you starve. Your nice suburban street becomes a PvP zone. There is no sharing when the cupboard is bare. Mob mentality is fluid. A group of nice people becomes a riot in seconds. Individually, they are smart. Together, they are a mindless beast. Never engage the crowd. The beast has no ears. Lifeboat ethics apply. Your house is a boat. It has a capacity. If you pull everyone in, the boat sinks and everyone dies. You have to smash the fingers on the gunwale to keep the boat afloat. Betrayal never comes from an enemy. It comes from a friend. That's the definition. The people you trust are the only ones positioned to stab you in the back. Keep your circle microscopically small. Hidden truth number 7. Silence is the only armor. We live in a culture of sharing. Stop it. If you post your prep on Instagram, you are building a shopping list for looters. Delete your digital footprint. The gray man survives. Don't look like a soldier. Don't look like a prepper. Look like a victim. If you look pathetic, you are invisible. Camouflage isn't green paint. It's mediocrity. Trash tells a story. If you throw away empty beef jerky bags, scavengers know you are eating meat. Burn your trash. Bury the ashes. Leave no physical evidence of your calorie consumption. Light discipline is non-negotiable. A candle at night can be seen for a mile. If your windows glow, you are a target. Black out curtains or live in the dark. Photons are bullets that travel both ways. Scent discipline. Cooking bacon is a death sentence. The smell travels downwind. Eat cold food during the day. Only cook during a storm. If they can smell you, they can hunt you. Disinformation is a weapon. Lie to everyone. Tell them you are sick. Tell them you have no food. Tell them you are leaving. If they think you are a liability, they won't try to rob you. Never trade at your home base. If a stranger sees your supplies, they will come back with a crew. Use a dead drop or meet at a neutral crossroads miles away. Your home is a black box. Noise is expensive. A generator is loud. It screams, I have power. Build a baffle box or dig a pit for it. If you trade silence for electricity, you are buying comfort with security. Guns are loud. If you shoot a looter, you just rang the dinner bell for every other looter in the county. Deterrence is better. A pump shotgun sound is worth 100 rounds fired. Be a hard target. Thieves are lazy. They want easy loot. Barbed wire, dogs, and visible cameras, even fake ones, make them choose the next house. You don't have to be unrateable, just harder than Bob. Your daily routine is a vulnerability. If you walk the same path at the same time, you can be ambushed. Vary your route. Be unpredictable. Randomness creates safety. Passive reconnaissance. Watch who is watching you. The guy sitting on the corner every day isn't loitering, he is counting. Notice the observers before they become the attackers. Security through obscurity. Don't put NRA stickers or prepper stickers on your truck. It advertises that there are guns inside. A gray man truck looks like a plumber's van, not a tank. If you must fight, truth number 6 and number 7 combine. Fight dirty. There is no honor in survival. Honor is for dead knights. Use sand in the eyes. Use surprise. Win at any cost. The social truths are grim. People are dangerous. And silence is mandatory. But there is a threat even closer than your neighbor. It's inside your own skull. Section 4 deals with the mental truths. Truth number 8 and number 9. Your brain is not designed for happiness. It's designed for survival. And right now, it's malfunctioning. You think you are rational. You aren't. You are a chemical puppet. Let's cut the strings and see what makes you dance.
Hidden truth number 8. Your brain is a traitor. It wasn't built for truth. It was built for survival on the savannah. In the modern world, your instincts are wrong. You are running 100,000-year-old software on broken hardware. You suffer from normalcy bias. When the sirens wail, your brain says, it's just a drill. It refuses to accept the catastrophe because the reality is too expensive to process. This delay is why people die in their living rooms. Panic is a chemical overdose. When cortisol hits the bloodstream, your IQ drops 50 points. You enter lizard mode. You can't unlock a door or load a gun. You become a scared reptile in designer clothes. The freeze response is the default setting. We think we will fight or flight. Most people just freeze. They turn into statues while the truck hits them. You have to train to override the paralysis. You are a dopamine junkie. Your phone, your food, your likes, it's all artificial happiness. When the grid goes down, the withdrawal hits. Depression isn't just sadness. It's a chemical crash that leaves you unable to move. Decision fatigue is lethal. You have a limited tank of willpower. If you waste it deciding what to wear, you have none left for deciding how to survive. Automate your life. Routine preserves your mental fuel. Sunk cost fallacy will get you killed. You stay in the dangerous city because you own a house. You carry the heavy gear because it was expensive. Your possessions are anchors. Cut the rope or drown with your stuff. Confirmation bias blinds you. You only see what you want to see. You ignore the signs of collapse because they are scary. You are the captain of the Titanic steering into the ice because you believe the ship is unsinkable. Hidden truth number 9. Boredom is a weapon of mass destruction. We are overstimulated. In a survival scenario, there is no Netflix. There is only silence. The silence is loud enough to drive you insane. Psychogenic death is real. You can literally give up and die. It happens in POW camps and shipwrecks. The will to live is a biological switch. If you lose your why, the body simply shuts down the heart. You need a meta-narrative. You need to be the hero of your own movie. If you see yourself as a victim, you die. If you see yourself as the protagonist in a tragedy, you fight. Delusion is a survival tool. Nostalgia is poison. Looking at old photos of vacations weakens your resolve. It anchors you to a ghost world. You have to burn the past mentally. You are a pioneer of the ash world now. Look forward, not back. The Stockdale paradox destroys optimists. If you say, "We will be saved by Christmas," and Christmas comes and goes, you break. You must accept the brutal facts while maintaining faith in the eventual outcome. Isolation causes hallucinations. The third man factor. Your brain invents a companion to keep you sane. Don't be afraid if you start talking to a volleyball. It's your brain trying to save you from the void. Your identity is fragile. You define yourself by your job, your clothes, your car. Take those away, and who are you? Most people crumble when they are just meat in the woods. Build an identity that is fireproof. Fear is just biology. It's a resource. It makes you faster and stronger. But you have to detach from it. Observe the fear. Don't be the fear. You are the pilot. Fear is just the engine noise. Mental rigidity snaps. The tree that doesn't bend breaks. If you say, "I will never eat rats," you will die. You must have fluid morality. Adaptation is the only virtue that matters in the end. Hope is not a strategy. Expectation is a liability. Calibration is the key. Expect nothing. If you find a cracker, it's a feast. If you wake up, it's a miracle. Low expectations equal high resilience. You need to callous your mind. Do hard things now. Take cold showers. Fast for 24 hours. Sit in silence. If you are comfortable now, the shock of the collapse will shatter your psyche. Harden up. The observer effect. When you are stressed, step outside yourself. Narrate your own actions. I am now opening the can. It engages the logical brain and dampens the emotional panic. Be the narrator. Truth number 9 boils down to meaning. Meaning is artificial. You have to build it. If you don't construct a reason to suffer, the suffering will consume you. You are the architect of your own purpose. Mental hygiene is as important as dental hygiene. If you let negative thoughts fester, they become an infection. Cut them out. Negativity is a luxury you can't afford when survival is on the line. You have survived the physical truths, the social truths, and the mental truths. But there is one final truth left. Truth number 10. It is the one that encompasses everything. It is about time. Section 5 is the end game. It's about the concept of the future. They teach you to save for retirement. They teach you to plan for 50 years. What if the future doesn't exist? Truth number 10 will hurt. It destroys the idea of later. Because in a collapse, there is no later. There is only the eternal now. Let's finish this. Hidden truth number 10. Later is a lie. We mortgage our present for a future that isn't guaranteed. In a collapse, your 401k is just ash. There is no someday. There is only survival day one. Waiting is a death sentence. People die in attics waiting for floodwaters to recede. They die waiting for the government truck. Stop waiting. You are the rescue team. You are the cavalry. We are a society of consumers. Consumers die. Producers survive. If you can't make something, fire, food, shelter, you are dead weight. Truth number 10 demands you transition from buying to building. The just-in-time mindset made us lazy. We don't store anything. You need a deep larder. If you can't live for 3 months without leaving your house, you aren't free. You're a dependent. Knowledge weighs nothing. You can lose your gear. You can lose your house. But if you know how to clean water and set a bone, you are a walking asset. Hoard skills, not just stuff. Seeds are the only real inheritance. Gold is heavy and you can't eat it. A packet of heirloom seeds is a perpetual food machine. If you don't understand botany, you don't understand economics. Books are the reboot disc for civilization. When the internet dies, Wikipedia is gone. You need a physical library. Medicine, mechanics, farming. Be the keeper of the lost knowledge. The concept of legacy changes. It's not about leaving money. It's about leaving a bloodline that knows how to survive. You are the bottleneck of history. Don't let the line end with you. You must kill your normalcy bias. The world isn't going back to 2019. That world is a ghost. Accept the new baseline. The sooner you grieve the old world, the sooner you survive the new one. Truth number 10 is about time. You don't have it. The clock is ticking on the grid, on your health, on the peace. Every second you spend scrolling is a second you stole from your preparation. Let's recap. Truth 1 and 2. Safety is a myth and the system is fragile. You learn that the police are minutes away when seconds count, and the supply chain is a threat. Truth 3, 4, and 5. The biological debt. You are a calorie engine that needs fuel. Your body is fragile, and sleep is a weapon. You accepted that you are a biological machine. Truth 6 and 7. The social minefield. Neighbors are dangerous. Silence is armor. You learn to look like a victim to avoid becoming one. You learn the gray man path. Truth 8 and 9. The psychological suicide. Your brain is a traitor. Boredom kills. You learn to hack your dopamine and build a mental fortress against the void. And truth 10. The forever now. There is no later. You are the architect of the ash. You stopped waiting for permission to live. You took radical responsibility. This isn't fear-mongering. This is love. Tough love. The world doesn't care if you live or die. But I do. That's why I'm telling you the truths your teachers were too scared to say. Do an audit tonight. Look at your life. What is fragile? What is fake? What is dependent? Fix one thing. Buy a water filter. Learn a knot. Do it now. Be the lighthouse. When the storm comes, people will look for leaders. Be the one who stayed calm. Be the one who packed the extra flashlight. Capability is the ultimate kindness. Don't be the turkey waiting for Thanksgiving. Be the farmer. See the axe coming. Move. Adapt. Overcome. The universe favors the paranoid. If you found value in this brutality, subscribe. We don't sell comfort here. We sell probability. And in a chaotic world, math is the only religion that works. Share this with your tribe. You can't survive alone. Wake them up. Send them the link. Tell them, we need to talk. Build your team while the Wi-Fi still works. Luck is just preparation meeting opportunity. I hope you never need these truths. But hope is not a strategy. Preparation is. This is Sketchocalypse. I'm going to go check my perimeter and sharpen my shovel. You should do the same. The sun is going down. Sound of a heavy metal door locking shut. Screen fades to black.